Hollywood has, since the beginning, produced films that are directed at a family viewing experience, from meaningful cartoon films to big-budget blockbusters. However, there are still plenty of movies that, while not made for kids, can be enjoyed by the whole family. In some of these films, the mature elements are muted just enough that adult humor and even horror can go unnoticed by the younger viewers. Outside of horror, virtually every genre of cinema has something that can be enjoyed by the whole family, ranging from comedies to science fiction. Some films are created in such a way that, although the stories are intentionally kid-friendly, the writers know they'll be best appreciated by adults. Ghostbusters follows a small gang of ghost catchers, who earn a living helping people get rid of unwanted supernatural visitors. When the group leader, Peter Venkman, meets Dana Barrett, a woman who believes her fridge is the gateway to another dimension, Ghostbusters does have some throwaway lines that may be considered too lewd for some kids, but it's hard to dispute that the film is widely considered one of the greatest family films of all time. As one of cinema's biggest pop culture phenomenons, the movie, as well as its sequels in Ghostbusters 2 and Afterlife, is an all-ages comedy, though some of the humor is directed squarely at adults. Galaxy Quest tells the story of the has-been cast of a Star Trek-style science fiction series who gets beamed aboard an alien starship by beings who believe the series was a historical document. Under the impression that the guests are true heroes, the aliens appoint them commanders of their own ship, modeled after their on-screen version, in the hopes that they will save them from a warlord. Galaxy Quest is a great comedy that offers simple action comedy for kids, while also delivering hilarious satire that would be best appreciated by adults. Where kids will love the monsters, aliens, and starship battles, adults can find something to relate to in the protagonists finding new meaning for themselves beyond the terrestrial jobs. National Treasure follows the story of Benjamin Gates, a treasure hunter intent on recovering a lost wealth of riches thought to have been hidden by the American founding fathers. However, when he's betrayed by his British partners, Gates sets out to steal the Declaration of Independence, so he can protect it and discover the secret clues concealed within. As a Disney movie, National Treasure was certainly created to be a great viewing experience for children. However, the ideas and ideals the movie deals with, ranging from the respect Ben Gates has for history to the crime subplot, are as educational for kids as they are targeted at patriotic, history-loving adults. Young Frankenstein is both a parody and a comedic sequel to the classic tale of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. Following Victor Frankenstein's grandson, Frederick, it centers around the scientist's attempt to repeat his grandfather's work, after first distancing himself from his legacy. After meeting Igor and a new assistant, Inga, the young Frankenstein stumbles and bumbles as he attempts to reanimate the dead. Young Frankenstein is loaded with innuendo targeted at adults but is subtle enough that kids could sit through the film and remain oblivious. The film downplays the horror elements of the original and has plenty of laugh-out-loud moments in the presence of the beloved children's actor, Gene Wilder. The long-awaited sequel to Tony Scott's classic aviation movie, Top Gun Maverick returned Pete Maverick Mitchell to the cockpit to train the next generation of pilots for a daring mission. Set in the present day, the film follows Mav as he's reassigned from test pilot to Top Gun instructor, where he teaches a squad that includes Rooster, the son of his old co-pilot, Goose. Top Gun Maverick was written for fans of the original film, as well as lovers of aviation. The movie doesn't just have great flying sequences, it also maintains a wholesome story on the ground as Maverick falls for Penny, an old friend. The film has elements of many genres, such as action, romance, and war, all of which are perfectly accessible to kids.
Thank you for watching my killer video this far. I hope you have been enjoying what you have been watching so far. For more of my videos, remember to click that subscribe button to be notified of my videos. Let's get on with the other half of this video.
Independence Day revolves around a diverse cast of characters as Earth is attacked by a fleet of alien starships. Among the characters are U.S. Marine Corps pilot Stephen Hiller, U.S. President James Whitmore, and an IT engineer, David Levinson. After the planet's major cities are left in ruins by the invaders, the characters gather at Area 51, where they plan their last-ditch attempt to beat their enemy. Independence Day offers a surprisingly wholesome view of the invasion of Earth and has an impressive ensemble of characters and family structures, ensuring everyone can relate to someone. After the destruction, families grow closer, the world unites and everyone has their moment in the sun. A good combination of patriotism, science fiction, action, and special effects, the movie is a family-friendly blockbuster. Brendan Fraser's iconic role as Rick O'Connell in The Mummy has endured as one of the defining aspects of 90s cinema. The film follows O'Connell, a mercenary, as he teams up with librarian, Evelyn, who is intent on discovering the lost ancient Egyptian city of Hamunaptra. After they, along with a team of American rivals, arrive in the city, they unwittingly awaken the monstrous mummy of the evil priest. The Mummy perfectly straddles the line between being kid-friendly while also delivering some genuine horror moments. The film may not be for children who are scared easily, but many adults still count it among their favorites from childhood, especially thanks to the comedic adventure and Fraser's charisma. The Burbs tells the story of a small group of suburban residents who begin to suspect that their neighbors, the Klepeeks, are murderers. Primarily focusing on Ray Peterson and his friends, Art Weingartner and Mark Rumsfeld, the story follows their hunt for evidence of their neighbors' crimes. What begins as suspicion soon escalates into incompetent trespassing, break-ins, and hilariously awkward conversation. While the film does play on elements of horror, there's nothing about the Burbs that makes it inaccessible to younger viewers, beyond mild swearing. The movie is made to feel like an exaggerated, comical day in the suburbs, with a murder mystery that keeps audiences guessing. Based on J.R.R. Tolkien's classic fantasy novels, Peter Jackson's The Lord of the Rings trilogy tells the story of a fellowship of heroes tasked with destroying a magical ring. United in their quest to prevent the return of the Dark Lord, Sauron, the heroes each follow their own destinies in Middle-earth. As Frodo Baggins and Samwise Gamgee carry the ring to the evil lands of Mordor, Aragorn and his friends set out to save the world of men from Sauron's armies. The Lord of the Rings does include some scary sequences but is a great family fantasy movie all the same. While Tolkien's novels were aimed in part at younger readers, the ideas and metaphors within are best appreciated by adults, and the films were made with older fans in mind. Based on the novel by Michael Crichton, Jurassic Park follows the arrival of scientists and paleontologists to Isla Nublar. There, they discover that an entrepreneur, John Hammond, has funded bioengineering efforts to revive dinosaurs, who now populate the island. However, when a corrupt engineer, Dennis Nedry, sabotages the park's defenses, the dinosaurs get loose. While being hunted by a Tyrannosaurus Rex and a pack of velociraptors, Alan Grant protects Hammond's grandchildren. Although the film does contain some scary imagery, the undying love children have for dinosaurs has made Jurassic Park an enduring classic in family entertainment. However, the story itself deals with topics that children may not find interesting, such as the ethical dilemma of reviving an extinct species. On the surface level, the film is a great sci-fi adventure for kids, but the story takes on new meaning for adults.